Howdy, my friends. Once again, George Rodriguez, El Conservador on KLUP 930 AM radio. And we've got one of our very, very good friends, one of my very good friends, Mr. Tom Homan, who used to be with the directorate of ICE under the Trump administration. And now he is a senior fellow with the Immigration Reform Law Institute, another good group that we chat with on a regular basis. But Tom is down in the valley in McAllen. And given his experience, given his knowledge, I wanted to reach out to him and ask him what is he seeing and what is happening down there? What are the causes? Tom, welcome to the show. Thank you for taking time to be with us. What is going on? And what are you witnessing down there?
Well, despite what Secretary Mayorkas in the White House is saying, it's a full-blown crisis. I'm seeing an unprecedented amount of alien children coming across that border. Numbers we've never seen. And the administration wants to, well, this is seasonal. This happens every year. It's a stone cold lie. Last March, they arrested a total of 33,000. This March, I'm making an estimate here, but I'm being very conservative. They're going to arrest 150,000.
Oh my gosh!
So to go from 33,000 to 150,000, don't tell me it's seasonal, because you have increased the illegal crossing by 350% because your open borders policies. So the men and women down here are overwhelmed. As a matter of fact, one board agent references it as broken arrow. He goes, "We are at broken arrow because we cannot handle the influx. We are inundated. And they're estimating over 1,000 gotaways every day. These are people that don't want to be caught. These aren't family members. These aren't children that turn themselves over to border patrol. These are going to be the bad guys, right? These are going to be the guys that don't want to get caught. These are going to be your gang members. These are going to be your guys carrying fentanyl and black tar heroin and single adults that want to not get caught. So they get into the United States and claim they've been here for several years so they can get amnesty. So 1,000 gotaways a day. So for anybody to claim this border is secure and closed, it's just a bold-faced lie.
Now, we have heard that today that the Vice President, Kamala Harris, has reached out, as she put it, to the Central American leaders, in fact, specifically to the Guatemalan leader. I cannot imagine what conversation she's going to have other than she's going to offer them money, which is going to be like a payoff for, and then they're still not going to do anything to stop the flow of their citizens to our borders.
No, she didn't have to make the phone call. The Trump administration had agreements with Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, and Mexico on third safe countries. We were working very well with them to address illegal migration, and they tore all those agreements up the first 3 days of Joe Biden become president. He destroyed everything Trump because of their hatred for the man, and they destroyed some unprecedented agreements that no other president was able to achieve. So here they go, reinventing the wheel. They had a great agreement. So look, you're going to offer them all the money you want. You can't possibly match the money they're getting from illegal aliens in this country to sending back remittances. Mexico alone last year got $40 billion in remittances. The government's not going to offer them that kind of money. So these countries, they don't mind these people getting in the United States. They don't have to take care of them. They don't have to train them. They don't have to provide social services to them and their family. They come to the United States. They work and send their money home. So, good luck with that. This country's given these countries billions of dollars before, but because of corruption, it never gets to the right people, and they never build the infrastructure they need to keep people home to do the job. So, good luck with that. You reinvent the wheel.
The situation also, the agents are so busy with with all these people introducing themselves. I'll put it in those terms, introducing themselves to the Border Patrol, that there's no one really watching the hinterlands where all the cartels are and their mules are coming in through, right?
Right. That's what this humanitarian crisis quickly turns into a national security crisis, because 40 to 50% of the Border Patrol, I'm here, I've been told, I've seen, 40 to 50% of the Border Patrol is not on the line. They're in these facilities taking care of kids and families, and and making meals and changing diapers and doing whatever they got to do. And when the cartel sends these large groups to top the ad, just like I said, they use the unguarded portions to move their stuff through. The men and women of the Border Patrol their morale's in the tank. They feel like President Biden and the Secretary has abandoned them. They're lying about what's happening on the border. It's an insult to men and women. They lost full respect. I haven't speak to one board that has any respect for the current president or secretary not because who they are, not even because of their policies. It's because they're lying about it. So, I was a board agent, and I shook as many hands as I could and thanked them because they're in a tough spot. And you can also see an overturned board patrol. Those who are eligible to retire are going to retire. Those who can find another job will be looking because they didn't sign up for this. They want to enforce law, secure the border. They don't want to be a walk in the Senate. They want to enforce law. They want to secure the border, and they're not being allowed to.
Yeah. Now, you were a police officer as well. I've got to ask you this question. What the heck are we going to do while they are defunding the police, while the police officers in our jurisdictions are under attack, and at the same time the doggone border is open? What the heck can we do?
We should do the right thing in November, right? And,
yep.
And whether we did or didn't, I will leave that off to debate. But you need to call your congressman and your senator and hold them accountable. They work for you. They're accountable to you, not the other way around. I don't care if they're a Democratic congressman or senator or not. Say, I'm done with this. Stop the open borders agenda. Stop with the cancel culture crap, and secure my border and protect. And give the police the tools and authorities they need to protect our communities. We pay taxes. We expect to be protected. So I think the voters need to, and taxpayers need to raise hell. And of course, get out in 2022 and help take back the House and the Senate. But we're in trouble for the next couple of years. There's no doubt about it. But you got to pressure the elected representatives that they're serving their last term in Congress, and they don't listen to you and do what his constituency demands. Even I think some even that supported a looser immigration policy. When you see what's going on now, if you actually see it and hear the truth, you probably won't hear it on CNN or MSNBC. But even if you believe that we should be more liberal immigration policies, you can't possibly support what's going on right now.
Yeah.
31% of these women are being sexually assaulted making that journey. Children are dying. Children are being abused. Parents are putting their children in the hands of criminal cartels. They dumped on the Trump administration for the separation of 2,500 families. But already 17,000 kids have been separated from their families. No one's talking about that.
Jeez.
So, and I said months ago that people are going to die because of these policies, and they already started.
Yep.
We had a mother and two children cross the river the other day. They all drowned, and the board was able to resuscitate the mother and the one child, but the other child they couldn't bring back. So it's sad. It's terrible. And people need to wake up and start raising some hell.
That tragedy also raised another issue. CBS yesterday in their report, because they can't ignore this situation anymore, but their report made it sound like it was the Border Patrol's fault for not being ready for a surge and for not having the equipment to save people. Your thoughts?
Well, look, Border Patrol's ready for a surge. It's the administration not ready. Well, their problem right now is there's not enough beds in HHS. Now, they planned this surge. They knew when they were making all these promises, he signed these EOs, you know what the result was going to be. Unless you're an idiot, you know it's going to cause a surge. and they want to blame the Trump administration, says he dismantled the beds from ORR. Let's make something clear. He didn't need them. He secured the border. He didn't need thousands of empty beds because he did the right thing to secure the border. This administration, like I said, this open borders by design, but it was bad planning. Because they must have realized how many people are going to come across, so they failed to plan to house these people. But don't blame the Border Patrol. Border Patrol saved over 4,000 lives last year. Border Patrol knew it was coming. Senior Border Patrol agents told the transition team, if you end these policies, this is what's going to happen. And it happened. And even though they were told it's going to happen, the administration did it anyway.
Yep.
So the only one to blame here is the administration that's making these decisions and ordering the Border Patrol not to enforce the law.
Boy. Oh, Tom, thank you for taking time to be with us today. I know how busy you are down there doing all these interviews and giving people a direct knowledge of what is happening, and for somebody that's been on the front lines. Anything that you'd like to share with us as we close?
Look, you see a man and a woman in green uniform, Border Patrol uniform, thank them for their service, thank them for what they're doing. I mean, their morale's in the tank, and they've been abandoned by the president and secretary. These men and women, they're mothers and fathers too, and they're dealing with a very emotional crisis that affects them. They take it home with them. They're taking sicknesses home. There's a lot of measles, chickenpox, and lice in these facilities, and these men and women are getting sick. They're calling in sick. They're falling asleep at work. They're working so hard, and they're even taking some of the sickness home to their family. bed at night. They're standing on the front line trying to protect your country.
Oh, man. You got it, buddy. We understand that completely. Thank you very, very much. And you take care of yourself down there, my friend.
You got it. You got it. Bye-bye.
Once again.